Okay, the first survival books I ever had were the Survival Life series by Neil Champion. And these are like super good if you're like a beginner survivalist just wanting to like get into survival stuff. There's a lot of like good pictures and like basic tips you can start trying out. So yeah, these are good beginner ones. Okay, this is another good survival book, The Complete Wilderness Training Manual by Hugh McManners, and I think it's like a little Boy Scout like manual thing, but it has a lot of good pictures of basic survival tips, a little more in depth than the Survival Live series. But one thing I like about this book is it has a lot of illustrations. I mean, not illustrations, pictures of people actually doing stuff. Like this one has a picture of someone, a real person making an actual fish trap out of actual sticks, so it's not like, oh, it's an illustration that looks so pretty. It's like actually doing it. So that's one thing I like about this book. This survival book is more of a camping book, but it's a camping Bible by Bob Holtzman. And this one's good. Like, it has a lot of camping stuff, like what kind of tent to get, what kind of backpack to get, what kind of food to make when you're backpacking. So if you want to go camping, but it has a few survival tips in it, so if you want to go camping or backpacking but you want a few survival tips, this one would be a good book, although it doesn't have any like color, but that's okay. A more in-depth one is the SAS Survival Handbook for any climate and any situation. This is the revised edition by John Lofty Wiseman. And this one goes a lot more in depth than the other ones I've been talking about. Instead of just having one type of snare, it has many types of snares, and it has like stuff from how to mentally like survive, how to mentally fight through survival, from like snares and like medical stuff. Like it has stuff for any climate, any situation, I guess. But there's some pictures, a lot of reading you have to do, but no color either. Okay, now for my favorite survival book, Survival Wisdom and KnowHow, and it's compiled by Amy Rost. So this one's my favorite because, first of all, it's like huge, so it's like awesome. And another thing is that I like about it is it's not all written by one person. It's compiled from a lot of different sources. So it'll have, instead of having one person's way to make a water filter, it'll have like 3 people's ways to make a water filter. So a lot of it is from the like army, so that's good because it has a lot of stuff like that. So it has kayaking, it has kayaking tips. It'll have all the snares, how to make snares, how to make fish traps, and I really like the illustrations in it, even though there's no color. But like, there's a lot of different chapters. Oh yeah, and this one has a lot of fish stuff. Like it tells you like where to fish and what type of situations and like what temperatures to fish in and what structures are best for fishing. So it has a lot of fish on and just a lot of different people's stuff compiled together.